Somebody once told me, you can be so spiritually sound and no earthly good. At the time, I couldn't quite comprehend what the message was saying to me. And to be honest, I just rebelled against it, didn't want to hear it. At that time, people couldn't comprehend what level I was on or what mind state and set I was in when it came to me just learning who I am. So heavenly minded, just positive about life, right? Growing up, and even to this day, I'm very optimistic. And we can be so positive. We can read the word, know the word, if you're a believer. And it gets to a point, or it got to a point for me where you kind of suppress emotions. It can be good and it can be bad. I say bad because you can get to a point where you suppress emotions for so long that you don't have compassion for others. Or you can suppress your emotions for so long that you become emotionless to the point like you feel or seem depressed, but you're not really depressed. You just living and operating in a different mindset, a different belief, a different faith level. Now, this can be good when trials and tests come in your life that try to bring you down. However, the key to life, balance. We need to have a balance. I talk about this, the Fibonacci. When you look at the Fibonacci, it's black and white, okay? It's divided, and then you have a black circle in the white side, you have a white circle on the black side. It symbolizes balance of light and dark. You can't have one without the other. You can't have a person so full of light and think that there's no darkness or no wrong in them. And you can't have a person that's full of evil and dark and think that there's no light in them. We all breathe the same breath that was given to us. So therefore we all have light in us. Now, whatever measure or ruler you use to decide who has enough light to your liking, that's on you and your judgment. But to sit here and say that, Baptists are wrong or atheists are wrong, we cannot say that. If you look at all the religions out there or all the belief systems out there, what does it require? It requires faith. If you're an atheist, you believe that there's no God. You still have faith that there's no God. If you are believing in Satan, you believe that he exists. And if you believe Satan exists, you have to believe that God exists. I mean, you can't have one without the other. The point I'm making is, no matter where you are in life, whether you are of faith or not, you can't get anywhere without faith and having a balance with that faith. You have to have faith in a goal or dream or vision, right? Everything that is made that you can see has been a thought in someone's mind, and they had so much passion and faith and believed in themselves and in their heart that it can be accomplished, and then they made it happen. Nobody can get anywhere in this life, in this earth, without faith and a vision. I believe a lot of times maybe one can get so caught up in himself that he can forget that the true purpose of why we are all here is to serve one another with our gifts. What is your gift? We can get caught up in a past trauma or just hurt and pain or a trial and tribulation that we can't operate on this level of servitude because we are full of ourselves, or again, we are so caught up in ourselves. So the message today is keep your faith in whatever it is and exercise your faith to serve others. And know there's greatness inside of you. You are beautiful just the way you are. And if anybody causes judgment upon you because of who you are and who you want to be, that's because they are hurting on the inside. They don't have that freedom, and they desire that freedom to be themselves. We can put ourselves in a box because of things that we were raised and taught. We can put ourselves in just, when I say put ourselves in a box, I mean we can be so close-minded to not hear another's opinion or not hear another's story or understand where they're coming from. Because what I say goes, or what I say is right because the church says it, or, because the pastor said it, or because such and such. It don't matter. You believe what you believe, but it is not our purpose to cast judgment because somebody don't agree with your mindset or somebody don't agree with what you're saying. Now, you can preach and teach your truth all day long, but if it begins to cast judgment on somebody for not doing what you think they should be doing, that's when you got to self-examine, do a self-check, or kind of step back and say, okay, I lost myself for a moment. I got full of myself. So I love y'all, and let's all continue to grow and develop and serve one another.